Howdy, folks. Hope you're having a good weekend. We're going to hop in here and we're just going to be working the railroad, chugging away, working jobs, and we'll see how it goes. I was going to record an episode out of this, but I just kind of felt like streaming, so here we are. We got a little bit to finish up here in East Whittier, and then we've got Silva paperboard to do down in Silva. And then we'll see what else comes along. Hey Mario, how's it going? So we've got Al at the controls here. And it looks like these are extra cars, if I remember right. You hop in the cab. Yeah, so those are going down to the interchange. Looks like I could pull some of those guys out. Yeah, let's do that. We'll restrict him to 15. He's on waypoint mode. All right, we'll replace these cars that are done with the ones that are not done. There's a lot of cars now with the sawmill at tier 5. It gets pretty wild. You're enjoying your Saturday. Awesome. Me too. Got a little bit of recording done today. Got some housework done. Now it's time to chill for a little bit. Do some streaming. It's pretty early in the day here. We've already got quite a bit done. Looks like that cut log cars is ready. He is waiting down there. Oh, that's right. I couldn't remember where he was waiting. Hey, Bucko, welcome. Hey, Chris. Yeah, the waypoint system's great. I'm loving it for sure. Hey, Corey. Good afternoon. And let me look. I can't actually remember. What was the last episode I recorded on here? It's been a busy time. Got to work tonight too, so I wanted to get a stream in this afternoon. We were working East Whittier, right? Yeah, working Whittier was the last video I did on. Then I was going to do another one where I introduced the new logging loco. Never got there. Alrighty, we'll get you hooked up. And then looks like that guy. So we got to do some switching here. We'll use the wood chip spur to do some switching. So bring that over about there. We'll get these cars swapped in and out. Let's see. In the meantime, I think the passenger train is running. Yeah, it's at the station stop. It's still on waypoint mode, so it should be good there. I think everybody else is stopped. Let's go check in on oh yeah, I was in mid switching move over here in Bryson. We've got a lot of irons in the fire here. So let's get this guy going. Queue up, drop the brake off, and it looks like just picking up some cars here. So we will tack those on the end of here. So we're going to be bouncing all over the railroad. We got a lot going on. What are you doing? You are back from dropping off the bridge cars, and you need to get headed down to Appalachia, right? Yep. All right, cool. So we'll get you hooked up. Check back in on this guy. So if I remember right, we just dropped off, yeah, we just dropped off the phase 2 cars today. I need to remember at the end of this day to buy the next phase if this gets done today. I made that mistake last time, so we lost a day building the bridge. Let's see, that will do. I don't want you running into that other cut of cars. And then... and drop... yeah, let's do it this way. So we'll drop this car off. Stick these back over here. Two cars, we'd actually just put them there. So lots of switching work to do today. We'll be monitoring the passenger train, make sure the Robinson coal yard doesn't fill up, all that good stuff. Get your hose is hooked up and get you on the way to Appalachia. So we'll send him down to the yard here. And we'll stick you right here. That'll work. And you can go up to 30. Back over to number 3. You're modeling a train. That could be a mod for Railroader. Alrighty. What kind of train are you modeling? It's these two boxcars, right? Yeah. Then we need the flat cars here. Yeah, that'll do. So let's just stick you right here for now. One, oh, we got 3 cars. Drop off 3, hook those 3 up, shove that in. So it's an Australian C38 class. Okay, cool. Let me Google that. Oh, that's a sharp looking loco. Pull up this loco here. Oh, all the stupid cookies. Go away. There we go. There's an Australian C38 class. Nice streamlined loco. Good luck with that. Okay, hook onto there, and then we'll just make sure those are all in the catchment area. We're doing on water and coal. We've got plenty of water and coal. Let's go check back in on Bryson. Shove you on in there. Gonna do both versions? Yeah, I assumed the streamline was more for passenger trains, so they kind of look nice. Yeah, that'll do. Right about there. And I think that concludes, at least right now, the stuff for... Yep. So Bryson local is good for now. So we'll get him tied back down over here in his normal waiting spot. Back over to Whittier. shove you on in here. Hey, Matthew. Hey, X-Ray. I'm doing all right. Thank you. Hope you're having a good weekend. The Newcastle Flyer. Express passenger. That'll do. Oh, that's right. You can't, if the car is setting on a switch, you can't tell it to go there. If that's a bug or a feature. We'll bring it back over here and then we'll manually hook up. We get a screenshot of that. Couple screenshots of that. There he goes. The waypoint system gets a little bit confused around switches sometimes. Hey, Doug, welcome. What are we hauling today, Matthew? We're just working the railroad. So right now we're working Whittier Sawmill. So this is lumber products. Got some dimensional lumber. Yeah, it's all dimensional lumber, it looks like. And then it also produces wood chips, so it's filling up these cars with wood chips. I've got a long-running video series on Railroader, and this is just kind of all the in-between work you have to do. It takes a lot of work every day to work the railroad, and I don't have a ton of time, so that's why the episodes are kind of sporadic nowadays. But we're going to be closing out season 1. I'm working on Fontana Bridge right now, which is over here, to open up the rest. I want to open up the rest of the railroad and just do passenger service over here. So I think we have 2 more bridges to build. We have to build the Fontana Lake Bridge, and then I think that takes us down to Nantahala, if that's how you say that. Now I imagine there's one more bridge to get all the way down to Andrews. And then that'll conclude season 1, and we're going to start over. I've already got a save set up for season 2, and we're going to do something a little different with season 2. And then I've been streaming this railroad occasionally too, just because there's so much work to do. And it's fun to hang out with you guys while I work the railroad. All right, so you're back over here, and I still... Oh, you got to be over here, and then it will. Okay, interesting. Do a screenshot of that too. If I do report this bug, I'll have some documentation. Hey, Garriott. Hope I said that right. Yeah, this is still the experimental branch, by the way, if in case you weren't aware. So the waypoint system is not on the main branch yet, as far as I know. I don't know when that's coming. I haven't really been paying too much attention to the news. The waypoint system is awesome, especially for solo players. $223 for 66 fares. Nice. We got plenty of money. Come on, get laced up. There you go. Okay, we're all good here now. We can take these guys, hook them onto these guys, and get them down there in the interchange yard, ready to head to Silva. So I'll let you work on that. We will also need to get our logging guy. Once we get those cars over there, we'll get the logging stuff going. I don't know anything about an Alco, so I don't know, X-Ray. Are they going to release an Alco in the next patch? Hey, farming guy. Yeah, I'll definitely be checking out Century of Steam. Looks like it could be pretty good. I've been keeping an eye on that. Watching the dev vlogs. Looks like it could be quite a bit of fun. As long as they make it accessible for like the solo player with not a ton of time on his hands. I'm glad they're doing all the simulation stuff. Like if you want to try that, but I really hope that's optional. Because I don't really want to be micromanaging the Steam Loco all the time. It could be fun some, but it's a good looking game for sure. I hope they can keep that level of detail and keep the performance up. Chat disconnected. That's not good. Successfully connected. Okay. I don't know why chat just disconnected. I don't have any drop frames or anything on my end. Everything looks good. You like the CTC stuff? Yeah, and you can pretty much play Railroader that way if you want to. Ronate's got some good dispatching in it if you want to just dispatch trains. All right, that cut is all going to Silva, so let's get that down here. And we'll let you do 25 headed down there. Let's bop back over to Bryson, and let's just make sure this local, whoa, is tied down. So I like to put on the handbrake, set it back to manual if I'm not going to be driving it. And let's check in on number 5, who is just pulling into a Larka yard. Perfect timing. Alrighty, I'm gonna tie him down for now. We'll be back. But this takes quite a bit of micromanaging. Not micromanaging, but it takes quite a bit of attention to make sure that gets switched properly. Let's bop down here to the new loco on the railroad. If you're on my Discord, you've probably seen some screenshots of this already. So we got the Connolly Logging subsidiary. It's not really a branch line, but got this new loco just to handle the logging part because it was getting a little much for the little mogul to handle, especially now that we're running some pulpwood cars. Yeah, that's what they've talked about, Farming Guys, having both options, so I hope that's the case when it comes out. Oh, Mikey, it's a mod? Yeah, I'm not doing any mods on the Railroader. It's all stock. I don't have any interest in doing mods until it's officially supported. Alrighty, I think I'm going to do this. I want that tacked onto the end of there. All right, I'll let him go down and stop, and then I'll get this guy off of the cut, and then I can hook the cut on with number 3. I think that's the play. We're sending this pulpwood down to Dillsboro. Let's go ahead and bring you over here. Yeah, looks like that's going to work for him. So then I can go ahead and tell him to grab this cut of log cars. Then we'll switch back over to number 3. We'll snag that cut of pulpwood cars and leave that on the cut here that's going to head to Silva later today. Yeah, I've seen some videos on SimRail. It looks pretty good. You like the European stuff? Alright, he is on his way. Let's go snag these. Farm Sim 25, not sure. I don't have any plans right now because I am not going to buy it. Or if, like, 22, they send me a key, I'll go check it out. I didn't buy 22 either. If they send me a key, I'll give it a look. From what I've seen in the videos that people are putting out so far, it's a color scheme change on the menu and a few little bits and bobs. It's not really anything special. I didn't see anything that made me want to buy it. Wait, why aren't you going down to hook onto your train there, buddy? I know there's a switch against you, but you should be able to switch it unless you... Maybe he thinks this train's gonna switch it? Let's see if that's the case. Get this guy going back the other direction. He's still saying switch against? Okay, still saying switch against. Interesting. No, there's no switch against you. Oh, is he trying? No, he's trying to go this way because this is the way he's going. What switch do you think is against you? I think the AI is just as confused as I am. It's like, what? Let's try that again. Here, let me actually just cancel. I think it got confused with the other AI heading this direction. But there's still some bugs in the waypoint system. I did. I turned it off and on again. Works every time. I've got almost 30 years in IT, so I'm well versed in the turning it off and on again. That's what I get paid the big bucks for. Oh. Handbrake on. Two unhooked. And then I think for now, number 3 can just head over here to the shed. Might want to fill that up with water before we head up the branch. I don't want to get low on water up there. So I'm liking number 30 here. Actually, don't remember what kind of loco it is. It's the K35 Logging Mikado. It's the old Mikado. And it's got these little drivers. It's a good good logging loco. It can do sharp corners as well. Yeah, Gary, at the on the experimental branch, there's new. They call it Auto Engineer AE. So you've still got the road and yard modes like you had before. There's now a waypoint mode, and yeah, you give it a waypoint, and then it just figures out how to get there. And if the waypoint is on a knuckle like that, it knows it's supposed to couple up to that car. So these are L2. So I'm going to open up the map here. We're going all the way up here to L2. These cars are coming up to the spur, so I can just say, you can go in maximum 25 and go here. And then he's just going to figure it out. So this isn't me driving. This is just him doing his thing. And if you have tab up where you can see the cars, it'll show you little hints about what the AI is doing. So he's going to back up here. He's going to come back across this switch and out this way. And yeah, he'll just figure it out. But there are occasional bugs Like we saw where he thought he had a switch against him, but then he actually didn't. What are you doing? Why are you out here on the main? Did you see? Oh, I bet he saw the other train coming this way. He's like, oh, I better go on the... Uh-oh. No, this is not what's supposed to happen. Yeah, there's still some bugs. Stop. What are you guys doing? I thought he was coming this way. That's interesting. All right, let me get number 3 out of the way. There's still some babysitting that has to happen. Oh, you just read through the notes? Yeah, it doesn't work with CTC. It's not meant for meets or anything like that. So it's up to you. Just like here, you know, it's up to you to make sure they're not doing bad things with the other locos. All right, number 30. Let's get you up here. You out of the way. The passenger train is departing Hemingway. Nice. That means he's almost over to Appalachia and almost done. All right, so we'll get him out of the way. And now we want number 3. You can go back over here to the engine shed, like I told you to. Craziness. Get these guys set back to... So I'm going to leave that set that way. Be set that way. Let's make sure all the switches are cleaned up. Hey, Oregon LT. Yeah, I just checked that. It's set for mainline. All right, 30 has arrived. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get you back up to Connolly Creek, where you're supposed to go. Meanwhile, number 3 is getting over to the shed where he's supposed to go. I was going to put water in this, wasn't I? Hey, it'll be fine. It's got enough. And normally the automatic engineer will set the switches back to what they were before they got there. But not always. Like if you see the switch here, doesn't look like he's going to clean that one up. So we need to make sure that's set that way. That could have been because of the confusion here. It got lost in the translation. If we watch this switch, he should throw that back. He'll make a liar out of me. There it goes. And, oh yeah, we're out of coal here. Where is my coal car? Did it get delivered? Oh yeah, it's out at Carolina Fuel Company. So it should come back tomorrow. All right, number 3, you can get tied up here. We're done with you for a bit. Number 30 is thundering up the Connolly branch. Excellent. Did you clean up the switches behind you? You did. All right. Good deal. Okay, let's go work on Appalachia. That is number 5. And you've got plenty of stuff. Waypoint mode. And then we got, yeah, it's blocked correctly. Excellent. So we got 4 cars set it up to number 2. And we got one for the team track on. All right, cool. So we're going to tell this train to come up here. And we'll do the usual gravity switcheroo. Actually made a video of that. It's my usual process for the mine. And let's just enjoy some steam action. There's no grade crossing. I just like blowing the whistle. Yeah, sorry, Matthew. You got me with my mouth full. I won't be playing some Motor City today. If I get time to stream tomorrow, I might do some Motor City. But I do have 2 more videos scheduled for Motor City. I think right now it's Tuesday and Thursday. I'd have to go double check the schedule. Got some more Motor City videos coming out. Having a lot of fun with that game. In fact, let me just check here so I can tell you for sure. Do I have something scheduled for tomorrow? Oh, I do. Yeah, it's tomorrow. The Motortown video tomorrow, and the 14th, which I think is Tuesday. I got that all wrong. Yeah, I need to reschedule that. Yeah, so Motortown Sunday and Tuesday. And I got Space Engineers on Monday, Wednesday, Friday next week. And then for now, Andy Stasio will probably be on Saturdays. But it's kind of all over the place. It just depends on what kind of time I get. Alrighty, we need to cut loose here. So we need to cut loose this car. So we need to run back down here. Yeah, I didn't think Motor City sounded quite right. My brain rebooted. Motortown, behind the wheel. Yeah, about all I do is play solo, just because my schedule. Got a full-time job, wife, kids, cat. This is just a little side hobby. Okay, I'm going to select this so we can ride along. I'm going to, actually, let's just come up here and do this first person. Let's blow the air out. We're going to bleed all these guys. Air in the brakes. I'm going to hop on. I'm going to ride the gravity train. Doot, doot. Been doing a lot of Trucking Network. Yeah, it's a great little game. I played the demo quite a while back. And then I got randomly recommended a video from Mr. Bug on YouTube playing Motortown. I'm like, oh wow, this is really growing a lot. So I went and instantly bought it. $20 well spent. So if you like Motortown behind the wheel, go check out Mr. Bug. I think his YouTube is Mr. Bug UK. Or it's also, I gave him a shout out in my last, or in the first Motortown video I did. Go check him out. He's got some good stuff. I've been working my way through his series. A lot of squeaking wheels. Go ahead and throw on just all the handbrakes, just in case. All right, back in the cab. Nope, that's the wrong button. There we go. Nope, that's the wrong button. Third time's the charm. There, now I'm in the right train. Let's have a, yeah, I was going to do that manually, but I'll just keep letting the AI drive. That's probably safer. And we need the AI to come up here and hook onto these guys. Check it out sometime. Yeah, no problem. X Network 100. It's an interesting name. What else we got going on here? We've got, you guys are all stopped. You're at a station stop. Cochrane. All right, cool. Like number 30 has made it up, so let's hop over there. Throw on a couple handbrakes. Get a full set of logs over here. Yeah, 25 should be fine over here. Let's limit it to 20. We're on a little bit of a grade. Back over to 5. Am I broadcasting in 1080? I am broadcasting in 1080. At least I should be. My streaming PC can't quite handle 1440p. So at some point I need to upgrade it. So I'm playing in 1440p and capturing in 1440p 60 FPS, but for streaming it downscales it to 1080p. I think. Double check my settings. I did a lot of fiddling when I upgraded the video card. Yeah, downscaling to 1080p. I've been thinking about upgrading my gaming PC, and then I could use that gaming PC for my streaming recording PC. I don't know. The setup works. Don't necessarily need it. Oh wait, I need to drop this guy off. Just realized. Hey, Iron. Yeah, I use OBS. I have a separate PC. It has a Media card in it. It captures off my main computer. I do my recording and streaming over on that PC. So I can record at 1440p, 60 FPS, really high, good bit rate. It just can't handle the streaming. The encoding is just a little too much for the CPU. It's only got an i5 something or other in it. It's not the fastest thing in the world. All right, we are grabbing this car, right? Oh no, it's still... Wait, is this the right car? Oh, nope. I thought this was coming up to the mine. My bad. We brought that car up here for nothing. Oh well. I should have looked at it a little closer. I just assumed that was for the mine because it was a boxcar. So we'll send him back down here, grab those cars, shove them up to mine 2. And if you're curious about PC specs, they're all on the little about section of my channel. Both PCs are there. All right, bot back over here. I know we're jumping around a lot, but that's what it takes to work the railroad. We'll run around those cars here. I was just doing little mental calculations there. We'll run around those so we can drag them back down the mountain and stick them on the spur where they need to go. What do we have down here at L1? We have full load there as well. All right, cool. So we'll pick those up on the way out. Meanwhile, back at the ranch. A little hard there, Al. You need to slow down, buddy. You just did damage to that car. It's hard to find good help. Oh, yeah. Speaking of good help, some idiot left the angle cock open back here. Some idiot whose name begins with K and rhymes with turbo. All right, these, let's just double check because I've been messing up stuff. These are, yeah, they're heading up to M2. Mine 2, which is up the branch here. So I need to come up to here. It's a pretty stiff climb. Take it away, Al. Take us up the hill. Boy, Steam's just got so much character. I like my diesel locos, but Steam has got a lot of character. Hey, Philip. Glad you could join us. What kind of train show? Is it like model trains or prototype trains? Binghamton, New York. It seems like I've heard of Binghamton. Where are you going? Stop. Guess he didn't like me unhooking the cars. So is he going to go around? I bet he was going to go around over to here to the waypoint still. Fun. It's fun playing with the AI. We've got 3 loaded cars here, so we might as well take those down. Let's grab those on the nose. Or wait, no, because we're gonna go back through the. Yeah, let's grab them on the nose. I was just thinking through the moves here. We can go ahead and take those with us. Unless, no, I'm going to change my mind. We can go grab that single car from Mine 1 as well. In that case, we want to be on the tail end. Think I've got enough room to squeeze up in here? Some model trains? Cool. You had an air horn for sale? It'd be loud. Hey, High Iron? I have seen Century Steam, yep. Been following the progress ever since it was announced. I'll typically come up later in the day and grab these. Since we've already got 3 here, we need to get them out of the way. So we'll just make a sweep. And then head back down to the yard. Yeah, Century Steam looks like it could be pretty good. We'll see what they come up with. Okay, we'll let you do 25. I think that'd be fine. Get you to come back over here to Mine 1. We might as well grab this car while we're going. Getting a little low on coal. I'll fill you up when we get back down to the yard. All right, you are good. Let's check back in with number 30 over on the logging branch. You are ready to run back around your cars. Yeah, Philip, that's the risk of announcing too early. Because, a game takes years and years. So you want people excited for your game, but at the same time, you don't want to get them forgotten about. I think the only other thing we've got running is I know the passenger train has made it. Did you make it down to Appalachia? You did. Cool. So the passenger train has done a full run. Have to get that guy serviced. Speaking of service, how are these guys doing? 92%. That stuff wears down way too quick. I don't know if that's something you can change in the settings. Yeah. Because I fully repaired this stuff like maybe 2 days ago in game. It's already back down to 92%. So that seems a little excessive to me. I think I'm going to change the wear rate to like 50%. It seems a little excessive. How you doing? You're almost back around. Thought about getting the air horn? I've got a brother-in-law that has a big horn like that. I don't know if it's a train horn or if it's like a semi-truck horn. And he has it on his Mini Cooper. And it just about rattles the windows when he touches that thing off. It's pretty impressive. A couple times when he's been leaving our house, he'll toot that thing. Like, oh my gosh. I don't know that guy. It is quite loud. All right, you are ready to head down to L1. And I'm going to have you grab these log cars. And you can do 25. Oh yeah, he's doing fine on water. I was a little concerned when I sent him up here. All right, back over to number 5. You guys dizzy yet? And then down to the yard, and we need to drop the car off that I accidentally brought up here. Off he goes. Yeah, high iron. It can get to be a little much. I've got about all I can handle in a day now, solo. So I would recommend upgrading slowly. Go. Sharp curve. Got some nice wheel. Squeal. All right, well, that's heading down. Let's go check in on the coal mine. Haven't done that yet. We're in manual mode. Beautiful. You guys are chilling. We don't have even 2 tracks filled up yet. So you are fine. Those cars to fill. How you doing, mining supplies? Yeah, another day or 2 at least of mining supplies. I think that's it as far as like, other than Silva. We do need to go down and run Silva. That will be these guys here. So we got to work this stuff. So we could get them going. Put you in waypoint mode. And let's see, we got paperboard, coal and lumber. Where's coal and lumber? Is that up by the, I think that's up by the depot. All this paperboard stuff is new to me. I don't know where anything is. R1A. So if we bring up our locations. Paperboard, R1A. That's that one over there. Okay. That's those 2. So we could bring him up here. Sure. Come up here. That'd be a good start. Yeah, it is pretty flexible. You can set it. I always start at tier 1 and just kind of see how things go. It's less money than if you want to cancel it. I don't really need both of those. Switchers for this much stuff. I might drop one off somewhere. We got PW1 and S1. I think S1. But this one? No, that's S. That's Parsons Tannery. You just swap those cars out. Throw those over there. Oh, S1 is the docks. Okay. A and B there. Okay, we got a lot of stuff to learn. Back down to Alarka. So this car is going over there behind the passenger train. How long does it take to repair? Take a whole day. Oh, they're getting kind of low on repair parts. I keep forgetting I have to supply them with repair parts now. That's something else to keep in mind. Hey, Tailgater, welcome back. Not doing too bad. So, repair parts. Do I have to buy a boxcar? Yeah, I don't own any boxcars unless I bought one and forgot about it. Tanker, a couple hoppers, and skeleton flats, and bulkhead flat cars. Yeah, I don't have any boxcars, so that's something I'm going to have to do at some point, is buy a boxcar. Because I'm going to be running out of parts everywhere. All the train stuff, Philip. I do the same thing, only while I'm working. So I'll have like Spur Gaming or somebody up running trains a lot of times while I'm working. Okay, I need you to run around to this end of the car. Bump you up to 20. Yeah, I assume you have to leave the boxcar there, so I might need a couple boxcars. Unless I just end up repairing everything down in Dillsboro. That's the other option. So I have to see what the wear and tear does on my, like, Bryson local, things like that. Long passenger train? Yeah, it's about right for what we got right now. I might buy another passenger train once we get the big line opened up. I go ahead and pull these over to the repair track, but I think I have to leave them there overnight. Don't know for sure. I do know I need to service the loco, so let's go ahead and do that. We're in waypoint mode. Send them over there to the service track. Here's a thought. Will he pull this if it's blood? Or is he gonna wait for me to lace it up? $15, so he doesn't overrun it. Yeah, he doesn't care. Alright, cool. I wasn't sure if that'd work or not, so we'll test it. I think there's enough of a grade there. There might be. What is the grade here? 1%? Yeah, we'll try it. Here, we'll try it. Put you in. Put you in manual mode. And hi, by the way, David. Good to see you. Yeah, it's a 1% grade, so it may roll up in there. Where does it flatten out? Flattens out a little bit here. And select that. We'll ride along so we can get a sense of the speed. Switch is already thrown. See if gravity will do the rest. Yeah, looks like that worked fine. Here we go. Done and done. And we'll just park the number 5 over here for now. And let's get number 1 serviced. I'll put that on manual. $50 of coal here left. How much are the boxcars? Boxcars. We got some on the cheap end. $600. Nice. Yeah, I should just buy a bunch of those. One for each repair place. Those are super cheap. Actually, the 42 foot's not that much more. So we got a Larkin, Bryson. We actually got 4, right? Alarka, Bryson, Whittier, and Dillsboro. Done. Realize how cheap those were. Okay, you are done for now, I think. Let's check with the agent here. We have... Oh, Alarka fuel needs picked up. Well, let's go do that. We're still filling up with water. He's still on waypoint mode. We'll let you do 20. Do the old swapperoo there. These industries are so slow. Like, I've cycled these out maybe once in like 30 days. I don't remember exactly when I unlocked this, but they process very slowly. All right, we'll let him run down, and let's get back on number 1. Might as well fill you up with coal while we're here. $1,200 arrived at waypoint. Pop back down here to Silva. You're in the catchment area? You are indeed. And you're going to... You guys are going to PW1, which is... Oh, that's that one. Okay, which means you need shoved in... Happen to be a grade here. So you're gonna need shoved in on the tail end. All right. What else we got in here? What's the best? I need to figure out the best way to run around those guys. So that's PW1. We got these guys who are going over there, so we can drop them off. That goes up the line. Okay, so let's bring these guys. Let's bring the train over to here. This one, yeah, naturally it needs swapped around. So let's stick him there. Oh, this one's in blood. Just noticed it was slightly orange. Hey, Scrabble. Yeah, it's my first time with Silva Paperboard. I just got cars for it, so I'm still learning all the little tracks. We're bouncing around all over the place. We got lots of switching to do. All right, number 30 has arrived down at L1. Yeah, a little bit of a rat's nest. What's nice, though, is since this is based on a prototype, all the track work makes sense. You just have to figure out the moves. Because the railroad is in the business of making money. So they're going to make it as efficient as possible, usually. All right, you go back on the fuel track. We don't have any buildings here yet, so it's a little hard to tell what goes where. Just when you think you remember, you forget. Yep. And I also play sporadically, and I play like 8 other games currently, so it's a challenge. But it's fun. I enjoy the logistics. Yeah, 0 to the new guys like me. Once you figure it out, though, it makes sense. Yeah, there's a good map somebody made on the Discord, David. If I don't have a link, I can show a picture of it here. So if I go to, where's my full screen? Where'd my full screen thing go? Oh, there it is. So there's a map like that for the railroad, which is pretty handy. And it has like car length or car capacity for most of the sidings. Good for planning. And I love the waypoint mode that's on the experimental branch. You can get so much done as a solo player. It's pretty awesome. All right, let's bounce down to this guy again. We had these 2 box cars going over there. Got it. Handbrake on. You can go anywhere in here, so let's set you down here at the docks. That'll work. I'll limit you to 10 since you're right in here close. Celestial Caboose, how's it going? All right, back over to the logging truck, logging train. And we're picking up some cars. This right here is why I got the Mighty Mikado. Because the little mogul just couldn't handle these big trains. Like, it could handle bringing them down the mountain. It couldn't handle any kind of switching moves to, like, shove them back uphill to hook onto more cars. So we got the Mikado. And I'm going to limit you to 10 since you're right here. I want you to go pretty slow. Actually, I'm going to limit you to 5. And I don't want to hamstring it too much. 10 should be fine. So I used to do all this with number 3, the little starter mogul. It would not have been able to shove this cut of log cars up and grab those pulpwood cars. It was just too much. Does everybody else do the switching? I mean, I mostly do it in local yards like Bryson and East Whittier. And then I'll take my drag freight or whatever we're going to call it, where it gathers up everything. On the way through, it'll end up down at Dillsboro Yard. And then I'll cut off the road power there and shove it down to the interchange with my switcher pair. That's how I do it. Alrighty, all this heads down to East Whittier. So we're going to zoom down the valley. Oops, up on the other screen. Back your mouse cursor. And I'm going to need you to come down to, let's call it here. Go back to 25. Then we'll deal with the pulpwood cars when we get down here. Sure you get started all right. So that is 866 tons. No problem for this loco. It'd been a little much for the G16 Mogul. All right, he is off. Let's head back over. This guy should be full of coal now. Get him back on the passenger train. Actually, how are you doing? Ooh, you are 86% condition. Maybe we should fix that. Thinking. Maybe we should fix that. I don't know if you have to set the repair or if it just will go if it's sitting on a repair track. I haven't done a whole lot of the repair stuff yet. It's at 86%. Yeah, I think you have to set the repair destination. So he's going to be the Appalachia repair track. Just these two guys. Yep. All right, cool. What's the overall track? It must be this one. So I don't know if he'll repair. We'll check on him later. Back over to number 5. You have grabbed that guy, so let's go hook up to you. It's the handbrake. We can put you over here on the outbounds. Yeah, there's a lot of different ways to do it, Scrabble. And I've got mine set for the interchange blocking, blocked by destination. Even then, there's like almost an hour sometimes worth of switching to get it in the right order. It's not perfect. But with it blocked by destination, I just switch it right there at the interchange. And I'll bring the road power down and send out the big train right out of the interchange. And then the switcher will take the rest of the cars to wherever they need to go. All right, let's check in again with the freight agent. Now we're all good. Six hours. So by the time we run the afternoon passenger train, this loco should be repaired at least. So I wonder, what's the repair estimate on the... Ooh, these guys could be repaired pretty quick. We should repair all the stuff. It won't all fit on there though. Yeah, let me get this fixed, and then tomorrow in game, I may repair the rest of the passenger equipment. I think if I park, yeah, I can get I can get 4 of the cars in there for sure. I'm not sure about the 5th. All right, let's just leave you right here. We may get more cars towards the end of the day. Usually, like in the afternoon, I'll run the stuff up to the Appalachia Junction for the outbounds. It doesn't need to go right now, though. You and Manuel, so you are done. You're headed back down there. I think we can go back to 1200 and just kind of work that stuff. So back over to Silva. Yeah, thanks, Oregon. I finally found it in there. All right, you guys are good. So I'm wondering if I should go ahead and run around those. Or if I should just leave those there for now. Where else are we going? West? Where is that? Oh, that's coal and lumber. That goes up the line. CS1 is over here. Okay. Oh, shoot. I didn't see that you went over there. Yeah, I got it. Yeah, this is going to get messy. All right, well, let's bring these guys out. I already unhooked you guys. Yep. I guess for now, let's tack this back onto here. I should have checked the whole train because these 2 cars go on the other side of that one. Whoops. Actually, you know what? We'll just leave this car right here for now. Stop right here. That'll do. And you guys, you're going right there. Perfect. Yeah, I'm used to just doing the tannery, so having the paperboard is new. It's the first time I've ever switched it. For solo, you could pretty much get rid of everything else, except maybe keep like the sawmill and the coal mine. Ditch everything else, put these guys at the highest tier, and this would be a full-time job. Just doing these industries. In fact, which... let's set these guys to. Yeah, Parsons Tanner is still just tier 1. Paperboard is tier 1, so I didn't want to go too overboard. 30's arrived at the waypoint, but he can just wait. Let's get this Silva stuff switched. It'll do. Alright, these guys both go on there. Bit of a bummer. It's okay. We'll make it work. We definitely got enough horsepower. I could drop one of these switchers off. We only need 1 for this. Probably burning a lot of extra fuel. Easy there, Al. Goodness gracious. A little carried away. The hard couple. All right, we'll bring you over here. You're going to get aggressive. I'm going to lower you to 5. I was like, I see you're 5 and I raise you a 7. Yeah, it's pretty chill, Scrabble. At all tier 5? Dang. I don't know how you would have time during in a day to work all that. I can barely do what I have now in a day. Oops. I'll give you 10 back. Just be careful. I do run the brakes on low, just for that extra little bit of excitement. That used to be the default. I've never changed it. It does make you kind of think about the top speed of the AI, though, with heavy terrains. Yeah, it's almost like having a layout, except you don't have the space and the upkeep and the dust and cleaning the track and wiring issues. And your back hurts because you're underneath the layout. Got all your corn in, Scrabble? Awesome. It was really dry here in Missouri. So they were just big, huge billowing dust clouds from all the combines. Pretty crazy. I don't know. They couldn't have had a very good crop, I wouldn't think, as dry as it has been. Now, of course, we got flooding. Too much rain in the last week after a super long drought. Okay, you guys are where you're supposed to be. We just need to get this guy back over there. Hey, Jim. Yeah, this is Railroader. It's the same game, same save I've done the series on, where I've got like 47 videos. And I've got... You can start with... you can buy these as soon as you have the money, but... You do start with a couple steam locomotives, and I've still got mostly steam locomotives. We were running steam earlier. This local just happens to have a couple of the SW1 diesels on it. Alright, let's just bleed you out. Necessarily need brakes on you, and then we'll bring you back over here. Up north of Des Moines? Alright, cool. I grew up in northern Missouri. Not too far from the Iowa border. But I've lived down here by St. Louis, west of St. Louis for 20 years. There we go. That'll do. Okay, you're going to the locust pin, which is up the way. You need to get switched in the opposite direction. Pretty sure you need to be on the back end of the train too. We can run around when we get up there. So I think we'll just gather up these cars. Gather up this car and run around. Look on the far end of these cars so we can drop them off because they go over here. Yeah, they go over here. And then we got these two cars, this one and this one, go up the line a little ways. While we're over here, I should swap these cars out too. That one needs picked up. What are we doing over here at the tannery? You guys are all good. Oh, you used to live in St. Peter's? Nice. Pretty nice area. Okay, you have a passing sighting, so we can hook on to. So let's grab these cars on that end. It's all good, Scrabble. I play farm games too. My family does a lot of farming. My dad quit farming when I was about 6, I think, and started doing construction full time. Hey, random crap. Yeah, I've got a passenger train. It runs the line twice a day. Between Silva and Appalachia. So it's currently sitting at Appalachia. It's getting serviced right now. Yep, right, Philip. There's some big farms I drive by. If I go up through, when I go up to visit my mom up in northern Missouri, sometimes I'll go up through Hannibal and then across Highway 36. Between Hannibal and Macon, there's some really big farms. And there's at least one I've seen that has its own railroad spur. So around harvest season, you'll see a bunch of covered hoppers sitting on their railroad spur, and they'll have semis. And they'll offload the semis into the railroad cars right there at the farm. Giant fields going across there. Split them up. Yeah, I usually have them together to bring the big trains back and forth between the interchange and Dillsboro. I just left them together. Didn't bother splitting them up this morning. But we're doing okay at time wise. I got a lot done in the morning on this day. So we're doing okay time wise. Hey Spud Gun. How's it going? That's a name I haven't seen for a while. But I think I will split these guys up now once we get hooked up. Because these cars going up the line, so I could send that one on its merry way, and we can finish out Silva here with the with number 1200. So we're gonna hook you up, and then knock off your handbrake. Then we're gonna set you so you're not in mute anymore. Select you. Actually, I don't need to select you. Put your handbrake on. Pull the pin. Then Mr. 1200. You're gonna have to go all the way down, right? Kind of wish this hooked up right here. That would save a lot of time, but it doesn't, so. We will send you into here. Yep, that'll work. Let's get you over there, and then we'll fine-tune you once we get this guy on his way. Okay, then 2183 is going to do its own thing. So we get you in waypoint mode. Woo! And then I need you to come up here. We're going to run around and drop off this coal car. So you come up here. Bad subscriber? Nah, people get busy, man. I understand. People have a life. I'm way behind on my watch later list on videos. It's just not enough hours in the day. Whee! All right, you are coming up this direction. Make sure I got the right diesel on here. I need you to come all the way up. Drop your cars here. Can you figure that out? I think you can. We'll see how that goes. All right, 2183, back over to the loud guy. You're supposed to stop here. Locust pin is on up the line. Remember, right? And you're coming out. So grab you. Need about 37 hours. Got my vote. You should be adding pieces to your Bricklink store. You feeling drained? Well, I hope you can rest up. Oh. Al, you're shoving stuff a little hard there, buddy. Should have had you. I forgot to set your speed down. Technically, that was my fault. You should be bled. Let's just bring you out. So you need to go back to Silva. So for now, let's just leave you over here. So can you figure that out? You have enough room? That's the question. Might have enough room. We'll see what happens. The grade, do we have any kind of a grade to work with here? No. Yeah, we could do a drop. I was gonna do it legit. You probably would rather see a drop though. All right. We'll do fancy stuff. Are you done? All right, you're off. You're off. We might need a little more room. Let's back up a little bit. Let's see. Let's lock onto the back of the train. Riverboats and barges. That's an interesting idea. I really liked what's the name of it? It's completely escaping my mind. There's an old ships game that was pretty good. Ship Simulator? I can't actually remember what it's called. We have to go up here to Locust, right? Locust Pen up here? Yeah, Locust Pen BR3. Need to shove you in. Alright, cool. That'll work. Let's put you back on waypoint mode. Send you up the line. Whoa. Got a couple to pick up. We got some swapperooing to do up here. Alright, we'll send you up that way. Let's get back over here to 1200. Oh, you made it. Look at you. Dropped you right off where you're supposed to be. Good job, AI. Proud of you. Okay, let's go swap the pulpwood cars. It's you. Burp, burp. All kinds of horns going on. Do the double drop on the left coming out of Silva. Double drop on the left coming out of Silva. I don't know what that means. Oh, up here? Gotcha. I assume you're talking about here. I mean, that works if you don't have cars you need to pull out. Like we got some switching to do here. Those guys are all good. Oh, through Silva for the tannery. I gotcha. Yeah, David, it's awesome for solo players especially. It makes it pretty fun. Like sometimes I want to drive the trains, but a lot of times I just want to do the logistics. And I'll let the engineer worry about the nuts and bolts of driving the train. Let's pop my guy in here. Be on the passenger side. So I've got way more pulpwood cars than I need because I'm thinking of bumping up the tier here at some point. So that's why there's so much pulpwood sitting down here. I was getting ahead of the game. Yeah, there's so many good games, random crap. It's a great time to be a gamer. I saw a squirrel was playing some Planet Coaster 2 earlier today. Kerbonk. This would actually hold all 8 cars, wouldn't it? I don't have these even tagged for anywhere. I'll hold those in reserve. Not beefing enough for the modern games. Yeah, that's the downside of a lot of modern games. They require lots of horsepower. Nice and gentle. There you go. Jab. All right, so we want 4 of those. I forgot to hold down shift, so I need to down here turn that off. Stick those back over there. Let's go check in on 2183 because it looks like he has arrived. All right, we got some swapperooing to do here. So we got a couple cars that need out. So let's leave this guy here. Hard Space Shipbreaker. That's a game I've watched some videos on. I don't know if I would really care for playing it. It probably falls in the category of stuff I would play if I had more time on my hands. The bummer that that car is in the middle. We have to do a double move here. Don't worry, there's a method to my madness. Wait, I do have another track here to work with. Stop! Forgot I had that other track. Do this in less moves. There's not really a penalty for leaving this here if we have room, so I could just leave it, but we'll make a clean sweep. Hey, catch you later, Bucko. Thanks for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I don't follow you, Spud Gun. Then they re-rail to push back. Say what? Alright, Alright, we're going to take advantage of this other track over here. We'll just use the main line like our switching lead. Oh, does it hurt your reputation, Oregon? It used to never matter. Maybe that changed at some point. Jim, I'm just using mouse and keyboard. Oh, Spudgun was talking about doing the Shift R. Okay. Yep, I've used that trick a few times. Especially if it's on a grade and doesn't want to quite get moving. You can give her a little nudge. Looks smooth. Okay. The way the camera's set up is it's a little weird, but it a lot of the smoothness is just from the way the camera controls work. All right, that's more than good enough. Okay, now I need to grab this car. The hand of God. That was the S5 switcher. It did lower your rush, Oregon. Okay, well that's good to know. I didn't think it mattered, but that's good to know. Everybody's arrived at their destination. Sweet. While he's maneuvering, let's bop back down here. And these empties are ready to go back up the line. So where do we want to put those? I think we're done here. So I could just take that back up to Dillsboro. Whee! Means we have to come past this guy. Alright, let's bring the other train up here. Stop signal. You dummy. Hey, Flaxtruck, welcome. A lot of people out today. We had 50 there for a little while. Pretty crazy for my little channel. You guys are all good, right? Yeah. They're all good. We're blocking the main, so I can't even send that guy on through. Okay, and then finally we can stick these guys back over here. Still a little salty over that. Stop signal. Oh, you just pass the signal. Silly train. All right, while you're doing that, back over to Whittier. And this guy had a bunch of logs, so let's unhook pulpwood. Shove the logs in the siding. I think those should all fit. This thing gobbles a lot of logs at tier 5. Time for a little coffee break. Used to be one. Enjoy the coffee. Speaking of passenger. Oh yeah, I got it repaired a little bit. All right, cool. So that is working as intended. Yeah, those should all fit in there, no problem. All right, back down to you. And you're going back to the interchange, just like your other friend over here. So now we need to grab this car. Back out of here. It's okay to pass the signal. See that space at the beginning of the game and wonder how you'll ever use it? Yep. And then you're like, I don't have enough tracks. Need more space. You gonna throw that back? I'll throw it for you. Probably have to tell him to pass the signal again. Nope, he doesn't care. All right. Same thing happens when you buy a house. Yeah, that's what I say. Stuff is a gas. It expands to fill whatever the volume of the container it's put in. A bigger house, you just get more stuff. I was a little aggressive on the that'll do. Screwed your whole game up? Yeah, that's the downside of using unsupported mods. And that's one of the main reasons I'm not using any mods until it's officially supported. Alright, you're coming along. I don't have a passing siding there to use. So let me just send this guy up here for now. I can get the other train around him. I guess I could just send them both to Dillsboro, right? Because we're gonna have cars coming in anyway. So we'll do that. We do need to run around cars. So I'm going to send you to here and then 1200. Yeah, you're coming in the right way to just shove into a siding, which is what I want. So 1200, you can just put your stuff right here. Then we're all good. We'll have to get these cars in the right working order. Less panicked button mashing. Yeah, I've only played this game solo. I haven't done any of the multiplayer. Wish they had Barstow Hump Yard. Be a little much for a branch of the Southern. Oh, I forgot you set to 15. Oh, you're almost to the yard. Don't need to get going too fast. All right, you're throwing switches. Excellent. You're going to get a stop signal because of the other train. That should clear. Once my other guy's clear. Yeah, he just cleared. He's in the other block. Sound like an air raid siren? Yeah, the diesel sounds, I mean, I haven't been around these, but it just, I don't know, it doesn't sound very good to me. But maybe that's how they sounded. All right, 2183, that'll do. You can just stop right there. This guy come on through. Wow, 2 hours has flown by. Got a lot of work done, though. Okay, these cars... need to run around that guy for sure. When we come in, we might have to double the track. I think I'll stick these Silva interchange cars on this other track here. That'll work. We'll tack those on when we take Silva down in the evening. All right, number 1200. I think you're done for now, so I'm going to send you over here to your waiting track. Oh no, you need to wait. I don't think, yeah, you're not smart enough to wait for this other guy, so we'll have you wait. You just chill. Let 2183 do his thing. Yeah, I wouldn't say that used to be one. Not for me, anyway. There's tons and tons of good games. Not just train simulators. What have I currently got going now on the channel? I've got Space Engineers, Motor Town Behind the Wheel, Arma 3 Anti-Stasi, and occasionally some more Railroader videos. Yeah, there's a lots of good games. All right, and then you can come out here. And I need to do a run around. Yeah, stream some Run 8 as well. What's that noise? That's that noise. The railroad's possessed. I thought Halloween was over, guys. What's going on? It's a little song. What is happening? What is happening? Okay. Sure. There we go. That was fun. That's the second time I've seen that happen. And if you just flick a switch, it kind of snaps itself out of it. There's a reason waypoint mode isn't quite on the main branch yet. Just a little bit of a bug. All right, we're gonna cut you loose. Apply your handbrake, and then you are. I do have the right loco, right? Yeah, 2183. I want you to come to this side of the car. Feel free to use speed. Yeah, that was interesting. I've had to do that. I think it was over in Whittier. It's done that at least once before. If you manually throw a switch, it kind of snaps it out of it. I haven't figured out a way to reproduce it, so I don't know. Not really any way to put in a bug report if you don't have reproduce steps. Okay, so we get all that switching done. Number 30, let's check back in over at Whittier. You have dropped off the log cars, and they're all in the catchment area. Nice. Guess it already took the logs. That one was, the coupler was in, so I guess it technically could get processed. That works. Got you. Let's take the pulpwood down and tack on, which means we need to be on this side. So I'll have him run around. He'll figure that out. One thing that's a little dicey with this at the higher tier is there's not enough room. There's only enough room for 3 gondolas here. They gave me 4. So I have to kind of swap them around a little bit here and there. It's gotten quite busy. All right, how's our little diesel guy doing? He's almost back. Beautiful. Just hook that guy up there, and then you're good. This guy gets right with it with his little bitty drivers. With the sideways mounted brake wheels. Yeah, that kind of stuff can get delicate. Kind of like that. I may change. Let's go change up number 5 to do that as well. Appalachia Copper Company. I kind of like to put Fedora Railroad above that. Let's go to customize. Oh, wrong one. Need to be on the tender. There we go. So what I discovered is you can do Fedora Railroad, and then was that new line? Yeah. If you do \n, that's a control character for a new line, and that actually works. Yay, IT nerds. So there you go. So it's a Fedora Railroad, but it's like dedicated to, in this case, Appalachia Copper Company. Or Connolly logging. I like it. All right, let's get you tacked on to here. Now, one thing I've noticed, if I send him down here, he's going to want to come through here for whatever reason. I think it's because this switch in the normal position sends you that way. Don't really want it to be on this track. Let's see what happens. So if I switch that, I say come down here. Yeah, he's going to go this direction, which I don't want him to do. So don't do that. Come down here, and then I guess I'll manually drive it through. Or I could say come here, and then we can manually. That'll work. Have him go there, then I'll tell him. Once he's in here, I can tell him to go there, and it'll be all good. Clear as mud. That's what I think. Well, I see number 3 had Fedora Railroad spelled out. We're not consistent. What's number 4 look like? Yeah, these little guys, I just had Fedora Railroad all spelled out. What are we doing on the passenger loco? Yeah, so I guess I do have them spelled out on all the others. Oops. Did I make it too long of a text? Yeah, we can do that. Just to be consistent across the company. There we go. It's the little things that don't matter. Drive me nuts. All right, you're good. Set you to 15. You can hook up to these cars now. Come on. There you go. Oh, to get the extra line, Spud Gun? No, you need a backslash. And I'll put it in chat. So that is computer speak for new line. Makes it go down to the next line. It's a control character. Holy crap, Al. Slow down. That probably hurt. You're saving me time, Al, but you're costing me money. All right, this guy. Oh, I forgot that goes to Stencil. We need to run that down with number 3. We need to go switch Stencil. Let's get you unhooked, back on waypoint mode. Hey, David, have a good one. Thanks for dropping in. Yeah, exactly, random crap. That's a classic. All right, for now, we're going to put number 30 just over here. That'll work. Send you on down the line. Get you out of the way of number 30. Who's now creeping down the track at 5 miles an hour. All right. While you're backing out, I can come all the way over here. Say go here. Yeah, there you go, Philip. Yeah, the slash in is treated as like one control character. It's hard to explain, but it's a computer thing. So the slash in tells the game that it's a new line. So Fedora Railroad /n Connolly logging. And then if you look in, like if I go back to the customize, it actually drops it. And once you put that in, you bring it up again, it's going to be down here on this new line. So I wonder, is there a way to? No, I don't know how to. So it kind of tricks it. Tricks it in to put it on a new line. All right, you're good. You can go back to 20, get over on your siding. Go get our easels put away. No, we need 2183. 2183. Come over here. $1,200. I think I'll set you here for now. You doing? Where are you going? Where are you going? I didn't tell you to go over there, did I? Did I accidentally click something? What? 2183. I told you to go over here. Yeah, it makes total sense to me, Philip, but somebody that's not a computer techie person wouldn't necessarily know that. Yeah, we had ourselves a standoff there for a little bit. I don't know what was going on with that. He seems to be okay now. It may have been because they were both kind of running the same route. Like, there's no interacting between them. They're not aware of each other as far as their routing. I'm going to let him get past where this guy is going to go. Then I'll tell this guy to go there. That will probably work out a lot better. Some of the stuff sticks, Philip. There you go. You learned something. Actually, I might just go ahead and hook these guys together because they are going to need to be used this evening. Or actually, let's put this guy down here instead. You can come down here. Oops, not 30. Displays a speech bubble. It's not how language works. You guys are all set back to normal. These guys cleaned up. I swear I just heard a switch throw. All greens. Okay, back up to here. You are set. Tie you down. Let's check in with number 3. Who is setting out a signal, right? And that guy is coming off here, naturally. Yeah, for sure, Philip. It's pretty scary, some of the tech that the banking industry and finance runs on. Somehow it mostly all works. I do a little run around. Paint scheme reminds you of the arcade in Attica. The Steam locos, or what? They're just black. I'm not sure which scheme. Or do you mean the orange on the diesels? That's Fedora Farms orange. Okay, it's okay. Pass the signal. Orange to black. Gotcha. Yeah, there's more than a little bit of spit and duct tape spud gun. At least used to be. I haven't worked in banking for a while. So for anybody that's been around the channel for a long time, you may remember way back in Farm Sim 17 days, I did a playthrough on, oh man, which map was that? Can't remember which map it was now. And all my trucks and stuff were that orange color. That's kind of Fedora Farms orange. Oh yeah, I make a living with an SSH terminal. I do. I'm a Linux guy. Senior IT engineer for a large wholesaler. Not wholesaler, retailer, I guess would be more like it. Yeah, we'll just bleed you out. Don't need any air in you. And you're going to come up here. And then we'll worry about air. We need to pull this last guy out. Yeah, for sure, Philip. One of our core systems, people interact it with what we call a blue screen, like an old style DOS terminal setup. It's all text and keyboard and arrow keys. Pretty crazy, but hey, it does billions a year, multiple billions a year in revenue, so it works. Okay, now let's get some air on these guys. Then I want to set you down here. I used to paint them orange. Those little G44 tonners are cute. You don't have the option to paint the Tinder or the Loco, so they're all black now. I'd probably leave them black anyway. That's kind of the iconic steam locomotive look. It's coming right at me. Yeah, it'd be neat if we could do more than one color, maybe someday. Actually, that's fine. Just stop right there. You're good. That'll do. That's plenty. Just needed to clear these few cars and get them back up here. I'm going to slow you down. There, we haven't done much first person. Where'd the train go? Do a little first person rail fanning. Got some gunmetal gray and powder blue writing. Yeah, that sounds like a good scheme. The Genesee in Wyoming, is that the largest short line? Whee! Alright, those guys are both in the catchment area. Looking good. Get my interface turned back on. Alright, you can come down here and... Yeah, that's interesting. So you can't... Like, normally you would hover up by the coupler. But when you're on a switch, you have to go down here, like, off the track. Interesting. Oh, the Genesee. Gotcha. And then we're getting close to done, and I'll have to get off here for too long. It's going to be dinner time soon. Got a lot of work done in 2.5 hours. Things are running pretty smooth. I could probably turn more on, but I got rid of some contracts because I wanted to bump the sawmill up to tier 5 and get some more stuff in Silva going. But I think we're all right for now. The main thing I want to do is get the bridge built, and then that's going to end season 1. Once they get down to Andrews, run some passenger trains all the way through. Then I'm excited to get started on season 2 because I've got some plans. I've got the save already made and created, ready to go. Just have to get season 1 finished up. All right, you come all the way back over here. And I like to keep the pulpwood separate. I bring you over here, do some switching. And I'll let you go faster. What's for dinner this evening? I'm not sure. I think the wife was making chicken soup. I think I heard her mentioned earlier. It's a soup kind of day. I made potato soup for lunch for me and my son. And it's, yeah, it's still about 54 degrees outside, so it's good soup weather. So probably chicken soup of some variety. I'm not sure exactly which kind of chicken soup she's making. She's quite a cook. Been painting the diesels John Deere green and John Deere yellow. Nice. Making some jambalaya. Sounds good. Getting a little nippy. It's starting to get a little chilly at 54. I'm pretty hot-natured, so I like the cooler weather. I've actually got the basement window open right now. Yeah, because it gets really warm in my office. My office is in the basement. I've got the window open and a fan blowing some air in here, and it's still 73. So fairly comfy. It gets down below freezing, about 20 degrees. That's when it starts getting nippy. I don't know what that is in Celsius. -5 or something. I don't know. I don't think in Celsius. No, you're not supposed to. Oh, no, you are supposed to go there. Never mind. Carry on. Forgot I had a plan. All right, that's fine. We just need to run around you. Yeah, it's been getting a little colder here. We had a cold spell a while back. I went ahead and winterized my irrigation system. Then it got warm again. Oh, tomorrow's a high of 66. It's only get down to about 46 tonight, so we're not down in like the freezing cold yet. Don't put your code up for anything more than 45. Yeah, I'll be out shoveling snow in shorts and a t-shirt. If I'm working at all, I'll get really hot. I got hot earlier today. I was vacuuming. I guess I was being aggressive. I've been doing aggressive vacuuming. I thought the wife had turned the heat on. I'm like, it's hot in here. Did you turn the heat on? No, it's 67 upstairs. We haven't had the heat or AC on for a while now. It's been nice. It's that time of year where you don't really need either one. All right, so the plan is to pull this pulpwood down, and then I want that car on there. I want the pulpwood on the back of the train. So I might just leave the pulpwood here, and we can run around and tack stuff on this other cut if we need to. That'll do. Brakes. Perfect. I guess I'll go ahead and shove that car on there so it's not sitting here and be more work for the through freight to do. It also depends on how much wind there is. If it's really windy and like 25, then might be a little nippy shoveling snow. Yep, splitting wood will warm you up. I grew up with wood heat. My mom still has wood heat. I was up there a few weeks ago, splitting a bunch of wood, make sure she had enough to get through the winter. Got a 13-pound splitting maul. Been using that since I was 12 or 13 years old. It does a good job splitting. Yeah, wind plus cold really sucks. And for me, if my feet ever get cold, then I'm done. Like, I hardly ever get cold. That used to happen sometimes when I'd be out hunting. If my feet ever get cold, then I'm in trouble. That's also why I usually grow a beard out in the winter. Keeps your face warm. Stop. He is kind of reluctant with the brakes on sometimes. All right, that'll do. Let's send you back over here. If your next job is going to be over here, so I'll have you just sit over here on the siding. And look at that. Just in the time we've been switching here, that's used up half those logs or more. It is sucking in the logs. Go look at sawmill. Yeah, the pond is about full. So it pulled in all those logs, and its buffer's just about full now. We're good for a while. Oh, I saw your other message, Spud Gun. I was close. Negative 6.6. That was just a guess. I don't really have to think in Celsius very much. Yeah, winter camping could be pretty miserable. Depending on conditions. But when I was a teenager, I was in the Civil Air Patrol, which is it's a civilian auxiliary of the U.S. Air Force. And they have a cadet program. It teaches you, military structure, and you do drill, and you do train for search and rescue and stuff like that. And then they have what they called an encampment. And it's like a mini boot camp to kind of prepare you if you're going to make a career out of the military, which I thought I was at that point. Well, I went to an encampment in Iowa in December. That was a mistake. It was flipping cold. Push-ups in the snow were no fun. And it was so cold one day. We were doing I forget what they called it. It was one of those challenge courses. We've got all these obstacles, and you split up into teams, and they give you like a 3-foot piece of rope and 2 sticks, and you have to figure out how to get across this obstacle or whatever. It was so cold, they had to bring vans down and like rotate people in and get them thawed out. It was miserable. Oh man. But I survived. Yeah, I get sent home because of frostbite and hypothermia. I mean, it was a real concern. They took care of us though. I mean, they were pushing us hard, but they would put you in the van and get you warmed up, and then send you back out into the suck. All right, I think he is done for now, so let's put him on manual. Ooh, all right, we've been hard charging for almost 3 hours. What have we got? What have we got left? Who do we have left that's not stopped? Oh, everybody is stopped. Okay, cool. The pasture train's getting repaired. All the locals are done. The logging branch is good. Silva is all switched out. I will need to send those empty pulpwoods up to Barker at some point. I can do that later in the day, and it's only 10 o'clock, so we're doing good today. I like it. But I should probably wrap this up. And I need to do a little more housework, and we got dinner coming up here soon. I think we're in a pretty good spot, though. We're ready to send this stuff out. Let me go. Actually, I'll go check in on the coal mine again before we call it quits. How are we looking over here? Yeah, this is pretty slow. I think in another like week or two in game, this would be full, and you would no longer have room to drop off the cars because it doesn't output as many coal cars as it requests empties. Unless they've been tweaking that. That needs a little tweaking. I think I will go ahead and pull this cut off, just so we have plenty of room there. 9718 is on the point, right? Yep. Oh. There we go. All right. Waypoint mode. Let's put you on 15. So we'll drag this cut off at least. Then I'll call it quits. Mighty Jeep 9s. You're melting your shoes and still not getting warm. Yeah, when you get like that super cold, it's definitely hard to get warm back up. My main job growing up was splitting wood. I was a pretty big kid. So by the time I was like 10, I was splitting wood. And it's not much fun splitting wood in, dark, blowing snow. But if you don't go split the wood, you don't stay warm. There's that. Builds character, right? That's why I'm such a character. Alrighty. I'm glad they fixed the angle cock thing. You used to have to go through every single connection here because it wouldn't set the angle cocks correctly. Get that fixed. Lots of handbrakes to release. Alright, we'll pull this cut off here. How long are you? You're about that long. Probably need to come down to about this tree. Something like that. I'm going to limit you to 10 just because you're on a grade. Hey, Gump Gump. Yeah, I'm not excited about FS25, but I wasn't really excited about 22 either. Lots of people are excited for 25, so more power to them. I think Giants could do a lot more in the simulation department. But yeah, whatever. It's not really a big push for it. Although I've seen in the comments on videos and things the last year or two, a lot more people are kind of disappointed. Yeah, 25 below, that's getting pretty dang cold. That's definitely danger territory. We usually don't get that cold here in Missouri. We've had wind chill down that cold, but air temperature, you know, it's pretty rare to get below like -10. We'll have a lot of like, you know, 15 to 20 days. All right, that'll do there, Mr. Train. Go ahead and set your handbrake. Put you back on manual so you're all tied down. I think that'll do it, folks. I need to get off here. It's kind of a pretty picture. There's an F-12. Appreciate y'all hanging out here on a nice Saturday afternoon. Hope to see you back here again someday. If you are new, check out the channel. I play all kinds of stuff. Everything's organized by playlist. So if you can check out the playlist, find something you like. I do sporadic streams here and there as I have time. I don't have any kind of set schedule. Just whenever I can get around to it. So, yeah. Thanks for dropping by, guys. I'll talk to you later. Take care.